Hi, Sat Sri Akal, Namaste Adab, and welcome to the Mindfulness with Yogini podcast, Season 2, Episode 2. I'm your host, Aarti Kukreja, and today we're going to dive into the transformative power of journaling. It's not just about putting pen to paper, but it's about unleashing the transforming power of your brain. Journaling can help you break through mental and emotional blockages, leading to profound shifts in your overall well-being. Now, I know that journaling is often discussed as a tool for self-reflection and personal growth. Still, today I want to go beyond the surface and talk about something we all experience, which is resistance towards journaling. The avoidance, the hesitation, and the inner struggle can come with putting your own thoughts and emotions onto paper. But you're not alone in this. Let me begin by sharing my own journey with journaling. As someone who writes for a living, you might assume that journaling comes quite naturally to me. But the truth is, I've had my fair share of struggles with it. And that's okay. It's okay to struggle with journaling, especially during challenging times. But every time I pick up my journal, I felt a wave of resistance. It was as if my mind was saying, no, not today, you're not ready to confront this. I avoided it for weeks, telling myself I was busy or didn't need to write everything down, but the truth is I was scared of what I might discover. I allowed myself to express my thoughts and feelings fully one day, and eventually I reached this breaking point. I could no longer ignore the turmoil, so I sat down, started writing, and at first it really wasn't easy. The words came slowly and I held back, afraid to let it all out, but as I continued, something remarkable happened. I wrote for hours, putting my heart onto pages, and finally, when I put my pen down, I felt lighter, like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. That experience taught me a very valuable lesson. Sometimes the very thing that we resist is most precisely the thing that we need. Journaling then became my lifeline, helping me process my emotions that I didn't even realize I was holding on to. It is a powerful reminder that our minds are complex and sometimes we have to navigate that complexity, and the only way to do that is to confront it head on. So, why do many of us actually avoid journaling? Well, the answer lies in our natural tendency to avoid discomfort. In today's world, we're constantly sharing our thoughts, experiences, and opinions. But how often do we share our innermost emotions? It's easy to share the highlights, the moments of joy and success, but we usually shy away from the darker, more complex emotions. One of the reasons is because we feel like we need to force ourselves to face our emotions. It's because we think that when we confront them, we might not be happy with what we find. But it's one thing to think about your feelings and another thing to write it down. That makes it authentic and tangible. The act of journaling requires vulnerability, and sometimes maybe you don't feel safe doing that. Another reason is that we're often disconnected from our thoughts and emotions. We live in a fast-paced world where distractions are everywhere, and it's easy to push aside our feelings in favor of more immediate concerns. But when we do that, those emotions don't just disappear, they build up and eventually demand acknowledgement. Journaling, however, can be key to unlocking these emotions in a controlled and constructive way. It allows us to process our thoughts at our own pace, giving us the space to understand and address what's really going on inside. Let's now discuss the brain-boosting powers of journalism. Let's shift the gear for a moment and discuss the science behind journaling. Numerous studies have shown that journaling can profoundly impact our mental and emotional well-being and enhance our cognitive abilities. When you journal, you engage both with the left side and the right side of your brain, which is both logical and creative. This balanced activation can have several benefits. The first one is improved memory and comprehension. Writing down your thoughts helps you process and retain information more effectively. It's like giving your brain a workout, strengthening its abilities to recall and understand complex concepts. Next is enhanced problem-solving skills. When you journal, you often work through problems on paper. This can lead to new insights and solutions you might not have discovered otherwise. increased creativity. Journaling can spark creativity and innovation by allowing you to express your thoughts in a free-flowing manner. It's a space to explore new ideas without judgments or limitations. The fourth one is emotional regulation. Journaling provides a safe outlet for expressing your emotions, which helps reduce stress, anxiety, and over time also leads to greater emotional resilience and stability. But the truth is, no matter what, we all face some common roadblocks to journaling. Let's explore what those are and how we can work with them to actually build journaling into our emotional strength. Well, maintaining a journal isn't easy, especially on an everyday basis. Firstly, we have something called the fear of the blank page. And this is a big one for many of us. Starting from nothing can be supremely daunting, especially if you're unsure what to write about. The next one, which I'm sure everybody will relate to, is time constraints. Finding time to journal can be a luxury, but it's important to remember that even if it's for a few minutes every day, journaling can make a huge difference. Lack of consistency. Building a new habit takes time, and when you lose momentum, it's easy to get off that horse, and then you won't see immediate results, which will beg you not to come back. Perfectionism. Most of us have an inner critic that tells us that we need to be perfect, but journaling isn't about perfection, it's about authenticity. Privacy concerns. In the digital age, one always worries that someone might read your most private thoughts in a journal, which can create a significant barrier for some people. Now, let's discuss what are the strategies to overcome these roadblocks so that we can build a healthy relationship, not just with journaling every day, but with our own emotional existences. First, start small. Don't set yourself up by failure by expecting to write pages and pages every single day. Start with a few minutes or a few sentences, and the key is just to build consistency, even if it's with smaller increments. Find your format. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to journaling. Some prefer traditional long-form writing. Others might opt for bullet journaling, sketching, or voice recordings. Experiment with different formats until you find something that resonates with you. Use prompts. If you're struggling with a blank page, try using some prompts to get started. There are plenty of resources online that you can find for weekly journaling prompts, and you can also create your own prompts based on what you're experiencing or what you're thinking about. Set a time and place. Mark journaling as a part of your daily routine and set aside a specific time and date and place where you want to journal. Whether it's first thing in the morning or during your lunch break or right before you go to bed, make sure you set aside dedicated time so you can make this habit consistent. Embrace imperfection. Remember, your journal is for you and you alone. If it doesn't have to be perfect and it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. In fact, nobody even needs to find it legible to read. Allow yourself to write freely without worrying about grammar, spelling, or structure. I want to now shift focus a little bit into journaling in the digital age. In the digital age, we have more tools than ever that can help us journal. Some apps have guided prompts, secure encryptions, and even integration to other digital tools like health trackers or meditation apps. But these advancements come with their own challenges or potential distractions for privacy concern. So if you prefer the tactile experience of writing by hand, don't feel the pressure to switch to a digital mode. But if you're intrigued by the convenience and accessibility of digital journaling, there's no harm giving it a try. Just be mindful of how you use these tools and make sure they're enhancing than detracting from your journaling practice and making it consistent for you. Let's now discuss some tips that will make journaling simple yet effective for you to build it into a daily habit. First up, the 5-minute gratitude practice. Every morning, take a moment to jot down 3 things that you're grateful for from the previous day or that you're feeling today. Could be anything, big or small. Maybe it's the warmth of your morning tea or the sound of the birds chirping outside your window. Just savor those positive moments and write it down. Robert Emmons, a leading researcher on gratitude, says that it's a simple practice that can lift your spirits and set a positive tone for the day. Now, next up, we have the body scan. This one's super grounding. Close your eyes, take a deep few breaths and start scanning your body from head to toe. Notice any areas of tension, relaxation, or discomfort. This practice is inspired by mindfulness-based therapies, and it's a great way to anchor yourself in the present moment. Finally, there's daily reflections. At the end of the day, take a few moments to reflect on specific aspects of your day. You could ask yourself some questions, simply what brought you joy that day, or what challenged you. And these prompts, according to positive psychology, help you process your experiences mindfully. As a bonus, I would like to share some additional exercises for digital detox journaling. If you're into digital detox journaling, I've got some really good apps and ideas for you to try. Try using the Mindful Minute app like Calm or Headspace for short guided meditations, and afterwards write and journal about how you felt, what thoughts, emotions, or physical sensations you were feeling while you were going through it. You can also explore gratitude apps like GratitudeJournal or Happier. These apps help you record daily gratitudes and reflect on positive emotions when you are having a bad or maybe just a neutral day, and you can strengthen your practice as they give you reminders about what you've been feeling through the day. The next one is a fun one. Photo a day. Snap one photo in a day that captures a mindful moment for you. It could be a beautiful sunset, it could be a quiet park bench, and then write about the emotions and sensations that you feel when you look at that photo. Let's now discuss weekly mindful journaling exercises. Start the mindful moment review. Take 10 to 15 minutes to look back on your week. Think about the moments that brought you peace, the ones that frustrated you, or the ones that made you feel accomplished or relaxed. Reflecting on these can help you spot patterns in your emotions and reactions, which is a big part of being mindful. Another great exercise is setting weekly intentions. These could be goals or mindsets that you want to cultivate, or areas that you would like to show yourself more compassion in. Writing these down helps you focus and commit throughout the week to these, so that you feel more accomplished and more grateful at the end of the week. For those of you who prefer digital tools, these are some great options too. You could also use apps like Dailyo or Reflectee to track your mood with emojis or colors. At the end of the week, journal about any patterns that you notice and what insights you found and gained from them. If you are a visual thinker, try using the digital mind map tool like Miro or MindMeister to create a map of your weekly reflections. Visualizing your thoughts can help you see connections and spark creative solutions. And if you like goals and setting goals for yourself, try apps like Goalify or Habitica, which can help you track your weekly intentions. Then journal about your progress, which helps you reinforce commitment to it. Lastly, I would like to share some monthly mindful journaling exercises so that it can become a part of your daily, larger picture of your life. One of the powerful exercises that I've been doing is writing a gratitude letter. Pick someone who's had a positive impact on your life and write them a heartfelt letter expressing your appreciation. Psychologist Michael Lear suggests that this practice really strengthens your relationship and deepens your gratitude. Another useful tool could be creating a mind map. This is where you map out your current goals, challenges, and aspirations, and it's a great way to figure out connections and what are the areas that are going to need more focused attention from you. Tony Buzan, the mind mapping guru, says that it's a great way to enhance clarity and spark solutions. And of course, there's a monthly reflection review. Take some time to think about what you've learned in the past month, the things that you've overcome, what you've achieved, where you feel accomplished, and where you think you could work on something more. Journaling about these broader themes can offer valuable insights and help you track your growth over time. So, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a few expert tips that will make your mindful journaling practice even more impactful. First, approach your journaling with a non-judgment policy. Don't criticize yourself. Just focus on being honest and exploring your thoughts and emotions. Second, be present while you're journaling. Engage your senses and describe the sights and sounds, smells, and feelings which are all part of your experiences. Thirdly, Remember that handwriting matters. Physically writing things down can slow down your thoughts and help you strengthen the connection between your mind and your experiences. Fourthly, regularity is key. It's better to journal a little bit every day than have long, sporadic entries. Consistency will help you build a strong mindfulness habit. And finally, make it personal. Choose prompts, exercises, and formats that resonate with you, make you feel like you are really speaking your mind. Lastly, I would like to add that journaling is more than writing down your thoughts. It's a powerful tool for self-discovery, emotional regulation, and cognitive enhancement. By making journaling a regular part of your routine, you can gain valuable insights into your thoughts, emotions, track your progress towards your goals, and also spark creative breakthroughs. However, perhaps the most crucial benefit of journaling is how it helps us connect with ourselves on a deeper level. Journaling is often a quiet space for introspection and reflection in a world that is constantly bombarded with information and distractions. In this space, we can process our experiences, explore our emotions, and uncover the truth of everything that lies within us. So, whether you're a seasoned journaler or you're just starting out, I encourage you to embrace the practice with an open mind and heart. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to journal. Just be consistent, authentic, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. Thank you so much for joining me on this Mindfulness with Yogini podcast, Season 2, Episode 2 about journaling. So, Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, Adab, and a sign off from Aarti Kukreja, your host at the Mindfulness with Yogini podcast. If you like this podcast, please do like, share, and comment so that we can bring you episodes that are more meaningful to you and help you be more mindful every single day.